Ms. Woodruff, in cause number 26, DCCR 0034, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance, and that's from March 2nd of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Kindler?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement is for a 4-year deferred probation. There would not be a fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. This would run concurrently. It looks like you're already on probation for cause numbers 24 DCCR 1710 and 25 DCCR 0426. And I'm guessing that's just because this was
It preceded.
those because of.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your understanding of your agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Woodruff is not competent?
Understand.
And because she's already on probation and this is a
No-
state jail and
No
everything.
objection to waiting. Yes, I do.
All right, so Ms. Woodruff, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 4 years. You're ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And if you do that, again, this is an excellent opportunity. You do not have the felony conviction on your record. Obviously, if you violate any condition of probation, you'll be back in here on this case and the others. And in this case, facing a sentence in prison of up to 2 years. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're successful at the end, the case will be dismissed, also just like the others. All right, so I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, man.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank y'all. Good morning.
Good
How are you?
Traffic was a little bad coming in.
That's all right. Thank you. Good morning, sir. You're Bart Thibodeau. And Mr. Thibodeau was previously in court and cause number 25 DCCR 0339. Entered a plea of guilty to the state jail felony offense of solicitation and prostitution. I've received that pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
I had her.
I have, Judge, and if I may,
Yes.
I have shared my feelings with Mr. Ward based on the length of time I've been before Your Honor. No, Your Honor, that this PSI obviously is less than to be desired. Obviously, Mr. Ward and I neither one knew about the lengthy Calcasieu Parish issues, which can be supported by the fact that there's no disposition on them. So I'll
Right.
refer to what you think is best.
It's very difficult over there,
Yes, it is.
unfortunately. But obviously, Mr. Thibodeau, you've been in and out of trouble in court since 1987 over in Louisiana. And now we're here and starting in Jefferson County. Where do you live?
Sulfur.
Okay. Are you on any kind of probation currently or parole or anything in Louisiana?
Judge, obviously our thought in offering the plea on the solicitation case was so that type of behavior would be flagged rather than necessarily the drug. That somebody would see it. over
Yes.
there.
No, I'm fine. I don't disagree with that. I guess not the only, an issue that I have is that we don't know if there's an actual felony conviction. We just know that there's been some felonies. Those are typically mostly back in the 90s, other than the one, the obstruction of justice over in Calcasieu Parish. It looks like in 2022, there was a 2-year probation. Did you successfully complete that? All right. Anything else?
No,
All right, so I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow this agreement. I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 4 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is a great opportunity because you don't have this conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end, the case will be dismissed and you will never have this felony conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, which based on your criminal history, I have some concerns about you being successful. I hope you are, and I hope you change whatever it is that's going on in your life and it's been going on in your life. But if you violate, you're right back in here. You'll be convicted. You'll have a felony conviction. You can go to the state jail prison between 6 months and up to 2 years. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. And I will sign that dismissal as part of this agreement in clause number 25, DCCR 0755. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Good morning. Are you John Thomas Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Gertz, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Judge.
Do you have your discovery certification?
I will.
Mr. Jackson, in clause number 24, DCCR 1968, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon from September 10th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Gertz?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you fully understand them? And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? Speak up, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 10-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, do you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
There's no objection, Judge.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Jackson is not competent?
No, Judge.
Right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. On your way out of the courtroom today, you need to stop and talk to the probation department, and she's sitting at that desk right over there.
Right there.
All right, so stop and talk to her on your way out of the courtroom today, and then we'll see you back at sentencing. And you'll email the attachment?
Yes, Judge. I need to explain to him about the PSI because I haven't
Okay.
talked to him right now.
All right, thank you.
And then here's the dog. So. Thank you, Judge.
You can.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Are you Morris Williams?
Good morning, yes.
And this is 26 DCCR 0359. Mr. Williams is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Announcement is State and I have been in communication. There's some shared concerns that we've asked for a little time to address if we could get another setting.
Any issues? No. All right, I'll just do a normal reset and to give you guys some time to visit. Mr. Williams, stay in touch with Mr. Jeffries so y'all can visit before the next court date, and we'll see if we can get an announcement then. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Y'all are free to go. Good morning. You're Edgar Castillo.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's wait just a second for Ms. Lafino to get her file. And excuse me, this is 25 DCCR 1052. Mr. Castillo is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we strangely have all the media in this case, but for some reason the paper discovery is not showing up on the portal. I didn't realize that this morning. I saw a discovery file. I went and looked and it's got media which never happens. It's usually the opposite way around.
Right.
So
So we'll just do a normal reset. Mr. Castillo, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Gertz, make an appointment and visit with him so that before that next court date, you guys can visit. We'll have an announcement of the next court date. All right, you're free to go.
Not extended and deferred off.
All right, y'all had a time to visit. Ms. Delisha, what is the announcement?
We're ready for trial.
Okay, and so what is the estates? Which case, I guess, would be first? The older one, the newer one?
Judge, can I give the court an answer? Maybe I can have to, please.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Mr. Coleman, and you can have the day, if you'll just maybe email me and Ms. DeLage in a group so that I know which one to number
Yes, ma'am.
and she'll know which one to prepare on.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Davis, stay in touch with Ms. DeLage this week so you guys can get prepared. She'll know the trial order tomorrow after docket about noon midday. Okay, all right, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Mr. Gertz, you got Dustin Knight and Ms. Malfino.